John Oliver, the name alone evokes a chuckle. He's the witty Brit who somehow made Americans care about things they didn't know existed. With a potent mix of humor and hard-hitting facts, he's become a force to be reckoned with. Oliver doesn't just tell jokes, he shines a light on the absurd, the unjust, and the downright ridiculous. His brand of satire is different. It's not just about making you laugh, although he does that brilliantly. It's about making you think, question, and maybe even get off the couch and do something. Oliver's journey is as unlikely as it is inspiring. A self-proclaimed geography nerd from Birmingham, England, he never set out to be a comedian, let alone a voice of social change. John Oliver's path to comedic glory was paved with, well, not exactly red carpets. Born in Birmingham, England in 1977, his childhood was a far cry from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. He grew up in a working-class family, his father a school headmaster and his mother a music teacher. It was a humble upbringing grounded in reality, which would later become fertile ground for his comedic sensibilities. Even as a young boy, Oliver displayed a sharp wit and an uncanny ability to find humor in the mundane. He was the kid in class who could turn a boring history lesson into a stand-up routine, much to the delight of his classmates and the chagrin of his teachers. His humor was always insightful, often self-deprecating, and never mean-spirited. After finishing school, Oliver attended Christ College, Cambridge, where he studied English. He joined the Cambridge Footlights Dramatic Club, a breeding ground for some of Britain's greatest comedic talents. Surrounded by like-minded individuals, Oliver flourished, developing his unique voice and comedic timing. In 2006, John Oliver took a leap of faith, crossing the Atlantic to join The Daily Show as its senior British correspondent. It was a bold move, leaving behind the familiar comforts of home for the unpredictable world of American late-night television. Yet, Oliver navigated this new terrain with his characteristic wit and charm, quickly becoming a fan favorite. On The Daily Show, Oliver found the perfect platform for his brand of satire. He thrived in the show's fast-paced environment, delivering sharp, witty commentary on current events. Whether he was dissecting the absurdity of American politics or lampooning the latest celebrity scandal, Oliver never failed to find the humor in the headlines. His segments were always well-researched, insightful, and delivered with impeccable comedic timing. He had a knack for explaining complex issues in a way that was both entertaining and informative. In 2014, John Oliver embarked on a new chapter in his career, launching his own show on HBO, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. This weekly show, airing on Sunday nights, provided Oliver with a larger platform and greater creative freedom. He had the time and space to delve deeper into issues, exploring them in a way that was both comprehensive and entertaining. Last Week Tonight quickly gained critical acclaim and a devoted following. Oliver's unique blend of investigative journalism and biting satire resonated with audiences hungry for something more than just the day's headlines. He wasn't afraid to tackle controversial topics, shining a light on issues often ignored by mainstream media. From net neutrality to the death penalty, Oliver tackled each subject with his trademark wit and incisiveness. His segments were meticulously researched, often featuring interviews with experts, victims, and even perpetrators. One of the most striking examples of John Oliver's impact on public discourse was his segment on net neutrality. In 2014, the Federal Communications Commission, or FCC, was considering a proposal that would have allowed internet service providers to create fast lanes for certain websites and services, effectively ending net neutrality. The issue was complex and technical, and many people were unaware of its significance. Oliver, however, saw an opportunity to educate and mobilize his audience. In a now legendary segment, he broke down the complexities of net neutrality in a way that was both hilarious and informative. He explained how the proposed changes could stifle innovation, limit access to information, and give corporations unprecedented control over the internet. The segment went viral, garnering millions of views online. It sparked a national conversation about net neutrality, with people from all walks of life suddenly engaged in a debate that had previously been relegated to the realm of tech policy wonks. While the FCC ultimately voted to repeal net neutrality rules in 2017, the public outcry generated by Oliver's segment demonstrated the power of satire to raise awareness and mobilize action on complex issues. John Oliver's commitment to social justice extends far beyond the digital realm. He has used his platform to shine a light on systemic issues, including the flaws within the American criminal justice system. His segments on prison reform, for example, are as heartbreaking as they are eye-opening. Oliver doesn't shy away from the harsh realities of prison life, exposing the overcrowding, violence, and lack of rehabilitation that plagued the system. In one particularly poignant segment, he focused on the plight of children sentenced to life without parole. He also highlighted the racial disparities within the criminal justice system, pointing out that people of color are disproportionately represented in prisons and jails across the country. Oliver's segments on prison reform have been praised by advocates for their accuracy, compassion, and ability to humanize a system often shrouded in secrecy and stigma. His work has helped to raise awareness about the need for criminal justice reform, prompting some states to reconsider their sentencing laws and invest in alternatives to incarceration. John Oliver's brand of satire isn't just about exposing hypocrisy and injustice. It's also about holding powerful institutions accountable. His segments on predatory lending practices, for example, are a masterclass in investigative journalism and comedic takedowns. Oliver has a knack for cutting through the jargon and legalese that often obscure the predatory nature of these businesses. He has exposed the tactics used by payday lenders to trap borrowers in cycles of debt, highlighting the exorbitant interest rates and fees that can quickly turn a small loan into an insurmountable burden. Oliver's segments have had a tangible impact on the payday lending industry. In 2016, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or CFPB, proposed new rules to regulate payday lenders, citing Oliver's reporting as a key factor in their decision. Beyond the desk, John Oliver's broader impact. John Oliver's influence extends far beyond the confines of his weekly show. He has become a cultural phenomenon, his name synonymous with a particular brand of incisive, hilarious, and ultimately hopeful satire. His work has inspired a new generation of comedians and commentators, encouraging them to use their voices to speak truth to power and challenge the status quo. Oliver's impact can be seen in the proliferation of news satire shows that have emerged in recent years, many of them directly influenced by his approach. These shows, while varying in style and tone, all share a commitment to using humor as a tool for social commentary and change. They tackle complex issues with a mix of wit and intelligence, engaging audiences in ways that traditional news programs often struggle to do. But Oliver's influence goes beyond just inspiring other comedians. Inspiring a generation of satirists. John Oliver's impact on the world of satire is undeniable. He's not just telling jokes, he's sparking conversations, challenging norms, and inspiring a new wave of comedic voices. His success has shown that satire can be a powerful tool for social commentary, capable of reaching a wide audience and prompting real-world change. Young comedians and writers cite him as a major influence, praising his ability to blend humor with hard-hitting journalism. They admire his fearlessness in tackling controversial topics and his willingness to use his platform to amplify marginalized voices. Oliver's legacy is still being written, but one thing is clear: he has changed the landscape of satire. A force for change, mobilizing millions. John Oliver doesn't just make people laugh, he mobilizes them. His segments often include calls to action, urging viewers to contact their elected officials, support specific organizations, or simply educate themselves on the issues. And his audience listens. Time and time again, Oliver's segments have resulted in a surge of phone calls to Congress, donations to charities, and increased public awareness of critical issues. His work on net neutrality, for example, led to millions of people contacting the FCC in support of open internet rules. His segment on the plight of coal miners prompted viewers to donate thousands of dollars to a fund supporting miners suffering from black lung disease. Oliver's ability to mobilize his audience is a testament to the power of satire to inspire action. The enduring legacy of John Oliver. John Oliver's journey from a self-proclaimed geography nerd to a comedic force shaping political discourse is nothing short of remarkable. His brand of satire, sharp, insightful, and unafraid to tackle the uncomfortable, has resonated with millions, proving that laughter can be a powerful tool for change. He has redefined the role of the comedian in the 21st century, demonstrating that humor can coexist with and even enhance serious commentary. His legacy is still being written, but it's clear that his impact will be felt for years to come. He has inspired a new generation of satirists, emboldened them to use their voices to challenge the status quo, and shown them that humor can be a powerful weapon for good. He has also left an indelible mark on the media landscape, proving that entertainment and information need not be mutually exclusive. But perhaps John Oliver's most enduring legacy will be his ability to make us laugh even as he makes us think.